Hello everyone, I'm back and I fucked up the recording just now. I forgot to change the name. Doesn't matter, I'm not stupid. I finished editing and posting, I believe, all my videos for this week. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Did you see the pad?
This is Wednesday's video if I'm correct. So yeah, I'm pretty far ahead. Like, it's Tuesday of the week before, you know. I'm recording this July 4th. Yep. Recording it July 4th. This video ain't going up until like July 11th or 12th or something. I don't know. I've been researching the Final Fantasy games, figuring out the best way to play them all. And as it turns out, 1, 2, and 4 are best played on the PSP. And then literally all the other games is just kind of, you know, modern consoles. With the exception of 9. 9 you should play on PC because there's a really good mod that I just saw. So I was like, okay, cool. I guess I know how I'm going to be playing the games then. Because I want to play the nicest and most, like, featured versions of the game. 5, 10, 15, 20, and then we're going to have, like, some special S ranks. Vimare, Dhalmekia, Quiet Sands, and Rosaria, and then question mark. Silhouette behind a magic mist by Gregor herself. Which parts of the tale are true and which are myth? We've seen reports of a great dragon's war reverberating around the woodland passes. The Empire are real enough. Okay, so the Woodlands Empire. Oh, we have to do this main quest first. Otto, my good man.
How fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
I mean, thankfully for us, this, like, nothing that's happening currently is our fault. So the world being in a horrible state isn't on us. It's on Ultima, because he's intentionally ruining the world.
Little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe. Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea.
How's the blight
Oh,
progressed?
the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
We are the Republican Party. I don't know why I said that. Cool. So the world has basically gone to shit, but that's fine because it's going to open up a whole bunch of new stuff for us to do. This is the final act of Final Fantasy, clearly. We finally reached it, the end.
There's a storm coming soon.
There will be thunder, my boy.
You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You
Okay.
think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible.
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope.
Do you really think
Certainly
that?
not. Because there is nothing to forgive.
How the
Even
fuck
without this journal, you provided
did
us
Joshua
ample wisdom.
learn anything about
will always
Ultima's
be grateful for
plans? Ever? As soon as
Perhaps
he
not
wakes
all
up,
be
we're
more
gonna
inclined to share
learn
his thoughts
something
when he hears
very
what others have to say.
important. Simple as that, really. Like, there's no way there's not something that Joshua knows that we don't, because he's been journeying around trying to find Ultima, or putting in plans to try and stop him. For 5 years, mind you. What the fuck has Joshua been doing for 5 years? We've been saving Branded, right? Just kind of pussyfooting around, waiting until the crystals could be attacked. What the hell has Joshua been doing, though?
We have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Okay, so now we gotta do some shit. So where do we want to go first? I want to take out these hunts quickly. So this guy is in Dhalmekia, Vilmere, in Quiet Sands Rosaria. Vimare. In Delmikia. Where is Velmare? Or Vimare? Velmare. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, let's go kill that guy in Velmare then, shall we? And then the Quiet Sands in Rosaria, which is this area somewhere. Which I'm assuming is somewhere down here, isn't it? Quicksands. Okay, quickstands. Okay, so we have to go here and there. Got it. And then for terms of where that other guy is, he's somewhere in the 3rd province. So I guess we can do each hunt kind of after we can basically go to each area, do the hunt, and then do the quest for that area. I feel like that's what we can do there. Is HDR on right now? No, it's not. Okay. Okay. Republican War Panther, huh? I'm not too sure how I feel about the color palette right now. It's kind of pinkish, and I don't really like it all that much. So I'm assuming the sickle is like a completely side optional area to explore, right? That's the idea. So is that Zelmekis has this nice fun little side area that you can check out and stuff, things that you don't have to do. Kind of like how in FF13, I'm pretty sure like you could go right to the end of the game after you reach the open area section almost, but you'd also miss like 25% of the content in the game, because like 25% of the content is the open zone that you reach after you get out of the final tutorial. Because FF13, right, the end of the tutorial is basically once they give you free range for all your characters, where you can make any character any class you want. That's like the final end of the tutorial where you're able to do whatever you feel like, and you reach like the actual like mid-game, end-game point where you can either A, it's the end game because you can choose to immediately finish the game afterwards and go towards the end, or it's the mid game because you can do all the hunts and the side quests and all that stuff that you have in that area. I'm pretty sure that's how FF13 was designed. I'm pretty sure we reached that area when we played. I'm not quite sure though.
Not the gods' forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets.
Oh, so you can charge it. That's good. Okay, I want to get up to max. Come on. Get up there. Come on. go. Sure, once you switch, it goes away. Oh no, it doesn't switch. Okay, so it just lasts for a really long ass time. Let's use my max to the flare. How much damage does that give us? 57,000. Yeah, that's pretty good. I actually really do like Bahamut's moves and stuff. It's a shame I don't have any like will damage because of it, but I like Bahamut. I'm wondering though if maybe I should drop Titan. I have a couple options. I can drop the Phoenix. I think I can drop the Phoenix and keep Titan, or I can drop Titan and get Garuda. Because if I take Garuda over Titan, that gives me my ability to break people very easily. Because this does the most will damage out of all of them. But this gives me a lot of like movement potential, so I could even do something like where I master something. Bum ba da ba da da bum ba da ba da da. Because the best will damage comes from Gouge. And you don't get anything better out of this. I think I want to get this for hunts, because that could be really nice to have. We drop that. We get, what is this on upgrade? Priest. Okay, that's pretty good. I think I want to get this. Get max limit break. And so for bosses, I can use single target along with this. I can use this bad boy. That's a good AoE, but not single target. This is, again, this is also a really good single target, but would what? This would allow me to drop the single target gouge, I guess, for the no. For the aerial blast. Then we got Giga Flare, we got Impulse. Got Rising Flames, which is an upgrade. We got Scarlet Cyclone, which I think I'd rather throw Ignition on. How much is it to master satellite? Interesting. Let's try this for a bit. We'll drop the block for some other moves. So, because I'm really curious to see if this works at all.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
We're not alone.
Okay, so we got a lot of Akashic monsters in the world now.
Be safe.
Company.
The Magath brothers. Oh, this is gonna be perfect for my moves.
Again. But not for long.
Come on, who's next? God, man, so much shit's happening. Come on. Okay, got level 2. I'm messing up my precision dodges there a lot. That's great. Let's go. One more. I got level 3 off. Yeah, so we got a lot of AoE on our character right now. That's the first thing I'm noticing. A lot of our moves are pretty AoE heavy. But then we also got some like single target moves too.
Vengeance.
we got an interesting amount of, I think, kind of variety, and I really like it. Honestly, I'm liking our build so far. I think it's pretty nice. I'm assuming we're gonna have to go around and destroy all of the Akashic war zones or whatever. That's our job. We're gonna start with this area first, though, since it's our homeland. Obviously, both Jill and I. So we're gonna help make sure they're in good hands.
Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join?
I thought you'd never ought. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me
We're on our way.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy V is ready to play. Cool. I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna have to play Final Fantasy 1 again. So I want to do it in order. You know, 1, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7. We'll see if I can get all that done before Rebirth comes to be. But
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
talking about us, no, don't worry. We're still with you. That's not what I meant to do. Point. Can I charge it up outside of combat? No, you can't. You need to be within combat to charge up the thing, which is fine. It's acceptable. It's understandable. That's very stupid. They should have them right next to each other. That way you can just have spearmen behind it ready to stab any that try to get through. Because first you have to get over the wall. Then as they're getting over, you just stab them. You have archers with arrows and stuff, popping them off and things. It's not that hard to understand.
Clive,
Unless they have horses,
wounded.
we're fine. Oh, this is perfect.
We deal with the Akashic first.
This is what my entire skill set is based around. I have so many AoE moves. It's gonna be beautiful. Let's go, boys. Come on. Okay, I'm not getting any dodges off. Why am I not getting any precision dodges? Come on. Thank you. You know what I want? I want to equip that aerial blast reduction, but I don't have it anymore, do I? I'm pretty sure I sold it.
These men don't have the look of hired souls.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men. But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the... Martha will see you're looked after.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their home. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, where they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heel, and they got wounded with them. They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will.
Cool. I'm gonna Giga Flare them all as soon as they walk in.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes...
Martha seemed to think you might need some help, and by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
You know what's crazy? They gave us Bahamut,
We need to get the injured to
a
safety.
perfect,
Do you think we can hold them
I
off?
know I did that, sorry.
We
A
can certainly
perfect
try.
counter for large groups. That's who Bahamut
with
is.
us for
Bahamut
Wade?
is an AoE fighter,
Always.
much like Garuda.
Then
Whereas
let's do our
Ramu
duty.
and Titan feel much more like single target focus.
You're finished. Wake up.
This feels good. Only 39k though, which is not super insane. I just love the fucking build dynamic so much. I love my build dynamic so much. Like, just like an AoE fucking only build. And you know what's fucking crazy? Giga Flare, or whatever that beam attack is, the ultimate for Bahamut, charges so fucking fast. What the fuck? I used that twice in one battle.
Is anyone hurt?
Like, what? That is
I don't
not
think so.
fucking normal for an ultimate move, I feel.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into
I
them.
fucking love Bahamut's fucking icon ability. It's just so fucking cool. I feel bad because I don't think a single person is going to tell Asmund how to use the Giga Flare, which is like big groups and just dodging, and then boom, pop it off at level 4 and you're fucking set. Because it's so good.
Saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about that.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
I love Bahamut. And it makes, and I was thinking like, I don't know, do I want to get rid of the, you know, the Titan? And then it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm okay with getting rid of Titan. I'm moving on to more of like an AoE with my single target being the Phoenix, Giga Drain, and then the Garuda Wind ability. Now the only thing I need to see is if I can, I think I might have something that's useless. Yes, right there. There we go. Told you. Yeah, I don't have it anymore, which sucks. I'll have to go to the shop back in the main zone. Oh, these guys are perfect for Giga Drain or Giga Flare. Let's go.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
I'm saving my Giga Flare or whatever for the big bad.
Something's coming.
This guy right here, Ahriman. Yep.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we? Too slow.
Fuck, wrong move. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll hit him hard. Yeah, just hit him with that Giga Drain. Yep, okay. He's almost dead. I'm sure of it. Oh. Okay, he's dead. Oh, dude. Just a fucking clusterfuck of everything on the screen. God. Dude, Bahamut's a lot of fun. I like Bahamut. I like the Bahamut class. Maybe I will say fuck it. And I will get,
I think that was the last of them.
I'll use that fire breath instead of the impulse waves.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Go for more damage. I don't know. We'll see. We'll swap off of it and see what happens. The only thing I don't like about the flame breath is that it's more involved. And I would consider using the sentry thing or whatever that attacks with my magic.
What did you find
but I
out
don't know
there?
if I need to. That's the issue.
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wound.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
The flames of war. We're building up some cash. Guardian scarf.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest, and spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that... it's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
So is this going to be a new line of side quests then?
I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle.
Was he a third party member now? Where are these side quests? Okay, so we'll go to the Dalamil Inn. We'll take care of his troubles next. And then we will go back to the main board, collect our rewards, and search for any... we'll do the side quests and stuff, and then we'll head into the Holy Empire to do the final S-rank monster and someone else.
Much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
As if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to mad, or an entire city for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Okay, thanks. I mean, we can just go and kill the bandits. All we need to know is where they are, or where they're going, or where they last were seen.
See my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredient. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandit?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along. Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Jill, I don't appreciate you signing me up for this shit, okay?
Picture it, Conrad. You're up. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no, that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may
You
still
better
be
get your
possible to
pickaxe.
buy something. And here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow. We must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we...
Yeah, Clive's ability to lie is awful.
Not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Don't worry, I'll end your life before they ever get a chance, kid.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. All.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they...
I have a favor to... I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert. In a move, doubtless...
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
The rest, my friend, the city stakes I concede are high.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied.
Why don't you just send me to the north and Jill to the south?
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
I don't need Jill by my side. She could even take Torgal. I haven't even used Torgal, like, at all. I've literally just been destroying them with Bahamut. You're forgetting. I have the ability of like 6 different fucking icons on my belts.
The women folk have come to welcome.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
All yours, Torvald. Attack! Get him! Over here! Sick! Torvald, kill! All yours, Torvald. Get him! Torvald, kill!
The only attack I have, and I miss it, really?
All yours, Torvald. Go, Torvald! They mean to overwhelm us.
Fuck me. Are you kidding me, man? Come on. Dude, how am I not getting these precision dodges? There we go. That's all I need. Just level 3 and I'm good. Cool. I could absolutely be getting off with these fights a lot faster if my dodges were better, or if I had Titan instead of Bahamut.
Townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
So that'd be the best way for me to take care of things.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Come now, Victor. Why quibble over the detail? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I was a shield of Rosaria. Of course I fight better than I act. I like to play the good guy hero. Straight face, you know, always trying to help people. Not the lying villain trying to deceive people. Jill, on the other hand, I mean, she's had no choice but to live with a facade her entire life. So fuck her, I guess. In more ways than one. Just kidding, that's really rude to women. Anyways.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
I wonder if they will kiss ever in the game, or if they're just gonna constantly tease it and then take it away from people. It'd be really funny if they did.
All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Okay, so what are our side quests looking like?
Clive, quick look.
Oh, those are the Alliant reports. Oh, okay, that's not a side quest. That's an MSQ. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, let's get Aerial Blast down a bit if we can.
Still alive, are ya?
You can't buy it back. Oh man, that's a shame.
Is that all?
I want to try Lost Wing first. I guess we can't fucking buy it, huh? It would make sense if they had the amulet in Lost Wing, since, you know, I mean, this is where you fight Garuda, so let's see.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. Keep fighting.
Nope. Oh, well, that sucks. I guess I can't get that ability back. That was a bad move of me to sell those pendants, I guess, huh? Shame you can't buy back items.
First we find Isabel.
Do you see anything you like?
Raging Fists. Interesting.
Come back again.
Yeah, it's all the shops I can check, so, oh well.
I saw it with my own eyes.
That's right. All of Oriflame is under the flood.
I can't do it.
My lord.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
A Kashik, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her.
One second. Let me just check something here. $32 hunts in the game. This is gonna be some good fucking cash.
Good girl.
Let's go, Choky B. So this is a place we have never been yet. Do I just follow this? No, I have to go this way. So we actually started going down this path and then we stopped. I don't remember what stopped us. I think it was because I was looking for a hunt, the Bomb King. And then I stopped, looked it up, and found out that I was in the wrong area. So I went back. So yeah. Turns out this is the location of a hunt, just a slightly different one. And as you can see, there's lots of dragons here, huh? Oh no, I think the gate was closed. That's why. Yeah, I believe the gate was closed originally, so we couldn't get through. Now the gate's open, and there's not a single enemy. It just opens up into the fucking fog field. Oh, that's so sick. I fucking love this. Okay, let's go. I'm so ready for this. This game has been really good. This whole, like, last act there of the game is really fun. Ring of the Marksman. Of magic by 10%. That's really good. That's what I need, is more will damage. Ignition damage? Do I want more damage, or do I want more just... maybe... of high potions? There, I don't want that 10% damage. That's not even our main source of damage anymore. Our main source of damage is going to be Giga Drain, along with Giga Flare. If my magic does more will damage, that's going to be even better. Oh, yes, here we go. Fuck, yes. We get a little mini cutscene and everything. What's your name, buddy? Give me a name. Svarog. Ooh, beautiful. I love it. So, if you didn't know, the S-rank monsters are, like, I guess supposed to be the equivalent of super bosses in this game.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Uh-oh.
That's better.
I'm not getting any bonuses for dodging any of this shit. Just pissing me off. There we go. Actually, this is the perfect time to use my Lionheart tunic. $97,000! Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I should have fucking saved. Doesn't matter. I get all my potions back. Not all my... I get all my healing potions back. Not every potion back, though. Right? Yeah. Okay. God, I keep fucking up that dodge, because I need to be waiting to dodge into the flames. But then I gotta dodge out of the flames immediately afterwards. So I'm wondering if maybe dropping Wicked Wheel for Gouge instead will be better, as well as Impulse for Flare Breath. So really specializing my boys into the categories that I feel like they might fit a little bit better. We get that. Is this upgraded? No, it's not. Now it is. And then this can also be upgraded. I gotta make sure all of my abilities that I'm using are at the very least upgraded. Which, it seems like they all are upgraded now. Okay, so that's good. So they're all gonna do the damage that they need to be doing. And I can also upgrade this too. There, it's just nice to have. Okay, cool. I'm trying to think. If I were to master Bahamut's Giga Flare, what would be the ability I would swap it out for? I'd probably swap out the Phoenix Rising cut. I feel would be the only one I'd be interested in getting rid of. Right now, Phoenix is the weakest tier for me. Ignition is nice and all, but Ignition is the only ability that's nice, which means I could easily swap it out for like Odin or even like Ramu. But then I lose the dash, which is not something I want to do. But what I could do is keep the dash and then just take the abilities of one of the other icons and throw it on there instead. Right? That would be the best thing to do. I forgot to save. Well, that's great.
All yours, Torgal.
Get him!
All yours, Torgal. Help me, boy. Go, Torgal.
Dude, he does so much fucking damage, and you cannot move quickly either. And I forgot to fucking save. God damn it. Okay, well, I'm gonna cut out every single attempt. I'm gonna cut out until we beat him. So we're gonna cut to me beating this guy. Okay, so that's my first shot since last time there. So I just did one shot there, got my ass kicked, got him down to about 3/4. which isn't too bad.
All yours, Torgal. Over here. Get him. Go, Torgal. Torgal.
So this is pretty easy. I just got to dodge left to right.
Now, Torgal.
I was going to go up into the air and try and do a dash in on me. Or if I get close enough, he'll just throw his wings at me. There we go. Got that one. And boom, mega flare up. Now we're going to drop a thing on his body. That actually exists here. Pull him down. Use our fire breath on him. This is kind of looking pretty good. Yeah? I want to wait till he gets into his melee range. Okay. Take a flare. Start hitting with my gouge. He can get a lot of ability points down. Pull him down. Now that he's on the ground, we're going to use this with flaming embers. And then start burning them. Ah, fuck me, I used potions of Porgal's attacks. Okay. There we go. We're also going to use Lionheart Tonic. $86,000 damage. That's pretty good. Last Dance. This is terrifying, I think, right? This is what he used last time? Blazing Legion. Okay. Oh, nice. Wait, he's down. Oh, because he ran into a wall, I think. Let's get the double combo. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, let's get some melee attacks in here. No? Okay, fuck me. I want to get my AoE up if I can. We got level 1 up. Okay, there's one move down. Well, that's going on. So hitting with this with nice, good extra will damage. And pull him down. Keep hitting him, keep hitting him.
Help me, boy. Well done,
I can't go on.
How the fuck does that even work? How the fuck does the last elixir work? I thought it was going to be safe. How the fuck does the last elixir work? Are you fucking kidding me? Last elixir. Okay, so there's only one in the entire game. So I guess it wouldn't be a good idea to waste it on that then. Okay, well, back we go. Okay, you guys saw basically the entire fight. So I'ma just pause and see you when he's dead. Yeah, there we go. See you guys in a minute. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm doing pretty good. I found that it works much better when you aren't constantly dodging in this form. You get it charge up much quicker. There we go. Hit him with a Mega Flare. Start going at him like this. And I think he's dead with this right here. This is a lot of damage. Yep. Giga Flare times 80. Nice. We got him. That was my third try, I think. No, fourth try. So, because obviously, so my first try I died. Second try I cut out. Third try I almost got him and died. And the fourth try, we got him. And we leveled up twice for that. Nice. Can be traded for Gil. And can be traded for Gil, and an empty shard can be traded for Gil. So yeah.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Cool. So you guys got to see basically how I handled most of the fight. Although granted, I was much better that time around. I was much, much better. I used just as many potions, but I didn't get hit by as many things. I got hit from being a little bit too close to him. And then he fire breathed me with like the 4 shots or 3 shots back to back, and I didn't see it coming. Well, actually, that's not true. I dodged one, got hit by the second though, and that took out most of my health. And then yeah, obviously my panics, potion spams, and stuff kept happening too. So yeah, did pretty well. But I got it nonetheless. So what's next then?
4 left for more in the captain's orders.
But yeah, I did pretty well, so not too bad. 4 tries to beat him.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection, and protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here. It's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way
That's
the
funny.
survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivor.
That thing.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah. They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right.
Believe she lost someone there, which is unfortunate to say the least, but oh well. I gotta check something on my phone. I'm getting too many notifications, and I... Cool.
My family.
February. Slay the Spire, the card
You're
game,
back,
comes out in
yes.
February, I guess. We'll see.
What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right, and a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
All right, then.
The two soldiers were carrying another.
How much you want to bet
was all
someone's
they
going to
could
make a
do to
PC
escape.
mod where you can use more than just 3 icons or more than just the 4 abilities?
Come on.
I wonder if they'll be able to do that when they mod it. That way you can have like access to all 4 abilities on PC because you got like a keyboard and stuff. So play with mouse and keyboard. That'd be cool. But like 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the abilities, and you can swap between all your icons with Alt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 maybe. Oh yeah, ether poisoning, great. How much you want to bet that girl that we met for the side quest earlier, or a long time ago, not earlier, is going to be dead now, or one of the Akashic monsters?
Clive, look.
I see
Okay,
them.
come on, let's go.
With me.
There we go.
Should I try?
Save your strength.
Okay, come on, boys, let's go. 1 dodge. 2 out. Okay. 3.
Fine hound.
Thank you. pull you down. Enemies slain. Kilimanjaro. Ooh, magic dash.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love, and the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Now we're getting a lot of ability points. Damn. Yeah, they're really going all out with ability points now. Okay, so I will say one thing. Well, I do like the fire breath. I do think I want to stick with impulse for now. Cool. I wonder if that works on the dragon. If it binds them to the spot so he can't move and I can just giga flare him afterwards. That'd be pretty good. What's my reward there for all that work I've done, my lady?
How may I help you today, Clive? All yours.
Talisman of
Best
priming.
of luck out there. Sid.
Otto, my man.
Wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Looks like we will be doing some story stuff this part. Woo!
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
Who saved you? Who taught you of Ultima?
Why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess,
He can't.
I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. Is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Onisa! Kawadashiwa.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No. But they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map.
Oh my god.
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
She's like, that's what I'm worried about. I can't be losing both of you. Oh no, we got multiple side quests, huh? Party makeup has changed. Oh, really? The party doesn't really mean much in this game. I mean, they do help somewhat, but I don't really need them most of the time. Pretty much good on my own.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
What do you have for me?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales. The ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared, which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
On balance, huh? Oh yes, we got a new hunt. I guess that's good to know. What do you got for me?
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favorites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play
What's the
favorites,
monster?
Molly, and I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
All right then. Let's get going, I guess.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clark, and do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
All right, then. That's one step down.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Okay, what's next? I guess I gotta go to my chambers.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
The Guardians are getting along with the axes fine enough, working to shore up the rest walls but not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. The chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akasha could you not give that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. You have an uncanny talent showing up when you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic. And us, but more of our nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you'll forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He's a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking, so as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm would know... And the realm has none more worthy than you. The Garden League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest work on your delivery. And for your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping us rid us of the thralls, but neither of us are so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good Philip has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling. But I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders, just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Apologies for this sudden, untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there's none other than whom I may turn. You must, esteemed Lord Uncle, has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. Will I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits and back alleys? I'm sorely ill-equipped. If you please, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be a
Probably because the Akashic are at the gates of Port Isolde. Goots. An eye for an eye.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
Oh. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lash. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Cla. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Okay.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? That it?
Yeah, okay. Nothing special there, I guess. I should talk to Nan first.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploit?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallymill has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line me pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Thought you knew better than to put stock in unfounded gossip. What with all the colourful tales attached to your name. Coin purse weighing you down.
I only asked because I'd rather know not so much about whether or not you're doing it, but more about who might be doing it. I was hoping you might have an idea of who might be responsible for it. That way we could talk to them and, I don't know, maybe put those rumors to rest. Just because you don't care about the rumors doesn't mean I don't care about the rumors. That looks bad on us at the hideout, so...
Finished, are you?
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil, so that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clark?
I suppose it is.
Okay.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
I'll go till hopefully 2:30. We're gonna try and get all these side quests done, and then once they're all done, we'll we'll end the part hopefully. That way, tomorrow's video will have some story stuff.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creation?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Do I get to put it back together?
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea.
You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pants by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are you almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
We gotta put the cogs.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Did he forget about it, or did we leave it for her to do it? I think we left it for the kids to do it. Help teach them a lesson. To help them kind of learn something in the process, I guess, right? That would make sense. Oh, fuck me, there's a new hunt. What's this hunt for? South of Tabor, Delmic, yeah. Okay.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they work.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea, although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow, but that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that, and I'm sure they're very grateful.
Cool. Taught them a little engineering lesson. Cool. I believe that's everything we can do here. So now... Ah, fuck me. We have to go to Tabor. Okay, let's go to the Khajiit Echoes and then immediately leave. This is a side quest episode. Not a main story quest. Tons of extra things to do. We're going to get as many of them done as we can these last 20 minutes. Bum 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 ba-dum bum. Bum 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 ba-dum. Cloak and Dagger, the worst superheroes. Bad Blood. Perfect. Let's start with this one then. Dalamil. Yeah, that side quest there, that was, yeah, that's a new side quest there. That can be done, but we will not be doing it just yet. We will be doing this side quest, though. Because this side quest is a side quest that we got this episode.
Shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
I'm not picking up any more side quests. So, at least not any that require me to travel to a new area I haven't been yet, so. We're only doing the old stuff right now. We'll start the next part with a fresh new mind on everything.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalamil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market. But if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? Now, if that's all...
Sorry, Took.
He's probably the one spreading the rumors.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this store.
All right.
Goots is an actual fucking idiot.
You too, Goots.
He's just actually, like, stupid. It's sad, honestly. Where's that monster supposed to be? Isn't it supposed to be south of Lubor? Is there a pack of wolves out this way? There's one area where there could be, and I know it's that area that we pass through every time we need to go to the sickle.
Yeah.
Let's see. Could be here, could be here. Wild Nax. Okay, we got some wolves, but not the one we're looking for. Is it here? Is it out here where there's more space? No, he said something about Tubor or Lubor. I don't recognize any of the names. I'll be honest. I don't think I know where it is. Okay, cool. Well, back here. So I don't know where the hunt is, so we'll have to do the hunt next time. We'll just finish the side quest there then. We're going to have to fight some enemies, and that'll probably be the end of it. And we can, we'll probably have to call it there, actually. I don't think we're going to be able to get the side quest done in 2.5 hours, and I don't want to go any longer than that. So We'll do this side quest, help out Goots, and then we'll call it a day.
Run like the wind.
And then the next part we record there, we will finish up the side quests and the hunt.
Time to brave the viper's nest.
Yeah.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours.
Now we can pretend this didn't happen.
I already got this ability back. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? This is a very slow move. But hey, we got it, boys. Oh my god. What the fuck? That blood curdle, like, oh. That was tough. That was fucking hard, man. Damn.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamir. Then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you, only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her. Or I'll kill you myself!
Goops, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? and a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind, though it was just bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet leg?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Gooch, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye? Wise words, Sam. Wise word. And now, it's time to collect. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due, but he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough, but something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
I mean, you could very easily handle yourself there, Clive. Trust me.
If you ever do that again, I'll whip you to within
I realized I was back here. And, sure enough, you get an item for it. Thank you, game. Alright, I think that's all we're going to do for this part. Just about 2.5 hours. And then next time around, we're going to be taking care of some of the little things around town, I guess. Not to be outdone, and not to be outdone here. Yeah, until then, though, hope you guys all enjoyed. If you didn't, that's fine. See you guys all tomorrow. Maybe you'll enjoy tomorrow's part instead. Don't know why you're still watching, though. Goodbye.